All right, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why Upland is the best position for the future to succeed in the long run. And there's a lot of metaverses out there, a lot of gaming, a lot of stuff like that. But when you start thinking about the impact and why Upland really can succeed, and I think it really comes down to that it's a game, but it's not a game. And first of all, we need gaming to really kind of put the metaverse out there. To really get the metaverse going, we have to have gamers. We have to have the network effect of gamers. So when I say this and when I qualify Upland and why I think Upland is going to do well, because it kind of has two things going for it. Number one is we got to have some kind of gaming aspect to kind of build out this metaverse. I mean, that's kind of the consensus here, is that gaming is going to take the metaverse into the next level. Whether it's Axie Infinity, Sandbox, Decentraland, whatever metaverse it is, you got to have that gaming aspect to it to kind of build it out, because in the end there's like what, 2 billion gamers, 2.7 billion gamers currently right now. And so you have to have the gaming aspect to it. And that also brings me back though to Upland, because it is a game, but it's not a game. And I think that when you combine the social impact and the social currency, so to speak, that Upland has for long term, and I think that's why I think that Upland is going to really do well, because one, we're getting the culture, we're getting the social aspect of it, and I think that if you really think about what do people really want, and I'm talking about the normies out there, the people that are Instagram, Facebook. At the end of the day, the majority of the people are not gamers, right? The majority of the people are more worried about Instagram. I mean, you think you're going to get like a cute girl on Instagram that wants to go game in Axie Infinity? No, that's why I think that Upland is really kind of positioned better, because they can get more social currency, social status from Upland. And now, when I say all this, I'm talking about it from the, maybe 2, 3, 4 years down the road, possibly sooner. But think about this. If you're somebody on, you're a girl on Instagram, or you're all about the Instagram life, you're all about celebrity, you're all about this and that. You're not going to care at all about gaming. You're not going to give a damn about, any of the Axie Infinity or the Fortnite stuff. You're going to be worried about posting pictures on Fifth Avenue in New York, right? Or your Hermes bag in wherever, LA. So when you think about that, we have the reason Upland really has the best of both worlds is we can combine both. Upland can combine the social aspect of it, but it can also combine the gaming aspect of it. And while I think that Sandbox is going to do well, I mean, they're a great metaverse out there. They have Animoca Brands, Animoca Brands owns Sandbox. Animoca Brands has invested into Upland. But I think when you really look at the social aspect of it, the normies out there, Upland is really positioned well in that space. And I think that's why I think the potential of Upland, if it's done right, if it's rolled out right, there's so much more potential in Upland because of that social factor there, especially when you tie it into like Fifth Avenue or the hot spots in Beverly Hills or wherever, you name it. That aspect of Upland has more potential than, say, Sandbox or Axie Infinity. And again, you need both. You need to have the gamers out there pushing this thing. And that's why, I think that Upland really, really has so much potential. I hope this thing gets laid out right. But there's a lot of things that can happen here. I mean, there's a lot of players entering this metaverse field. You have Facebook or Meta, but that brings me up to the other part: is Facebook or Meta really? I don't see how they can ever really do well on Web3. Now they have a lot of money, but it's just not decentralized. So they're definitely going to be more in the Web 2 thing. And I've been trying to rack my brain around this a lot, thinking about Web 2, thinking about Web 3. And where does Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, Twitter, where do they fall into this in this space? Do they start having a new model of a decentralized model? Do they, I mean, because they're not going to give up all that power, but they may be forced to give up some of it somehow. So, anyways, guys, I wanted to kind of talk about that and, and say why I think that Upland really is the future of the metaverse. And while I think all these metaverses are going to exist, all of these metaverses are still going to exist. I think when you look at it from the social potential out there is just astronomical when it comes to this, because at the end of the day, the people that are Instagram, the creators that are on YouTube, they're not going to game. They don't care about Roblox, and they don't care about the sandbox, and they don't care about that kind of stuff. They care about that social currency and that social score, so to speak. So just something to think about, guys. I want to get this video out, and let me know what you guys think. Do you see the potential in Upland the same way I do? If you don't, leave a message down below, and check you guys out later. Peace.